Hey, what's up mga kuyas? Welcome to the Big Time Show. Let's go stream our show live on TV para nakikita ko ano nangyayari sa ating show. Yeah, there it is. The quality. Ito lang yung this is the only way I can watch kung ano yung comments nyo, kung ano yung what you're saying. Bakit ang baba ng quality? Yo, mother, facts, third. Bakit ang baba ng quality? Hindi pwede, hindi. O pwede natin gawin sa ating laptop. bit.ly/watch this. Yeah. What's up mga kuya? Hindi ko mabasa yung comments nyo kasi wala. Nandun yung computer ko. So, kailangan ko i-load yung comments nyo by loading the stream right now. Okay, apparently hindi ko cooperative ang ating... There you go. Dapat nag-install ako ng restream chat dito. Pero hindi ko alam eh. Ngayon ko lang naisip ko anong kailangan kong gawin para sa show na to. Actually, ano ba kailangan kong gawin? Sino nandito? Si Robert Liban, si GM Parinas, si Vinson Lampadillo. Yes, balot na balot yung TV remote. Alam mo, ang isa sa mga pinakamalaking problema yan sa mga remote is sobrang andali nilang maging sobrang alam mo may remote ay yan mga remote na ganito tingnan mo hindi ayaw mo na siyang pindutin eh pagka ganito na siya kapangit hindi mo na siya gustong pindutin so I've decided sa mga bago ko remote iiwanan mo siya sa plastic niya para ma-preserve siya ng konti. Para na tayong yung mga lola na nagbabalot ng soba para hindi madumihan yung soba. Ano na nangyayari sa mundo natin? Nagtitimpla siguro si Kuya Alex ng drinks niya. 4i9. Wow, balot. Akin ang screen. Hola, good evening ko. What's up dyan? Aaron Ballesteros. That the 43-inch Sony X800D? Yes, it is! My friend, and you want... Bakit hindi nakapin yung akin? Whatever. Basta mo. I'll actually just go install Restream Chat so I can read the comments from, for example, from Facebook and stuff. Yeah. Kamusta na tayo? Ang buhay ng... Sorry. So... Hindi ako sanay sa ganitong setup natin. But this is our one of our topics for today. Ito yung isa nating download, dude. Download already. Okay? Then run that. Yes. Okay. Which kid? Wow, HDR. Naka-fiber na, naka-Sony pa, tapos naka-MSI pa. Saan ka pa? The the thankful show. Actually, yes, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for my 4K TV. I'm very thankful that I shoot 4K. I'm very thankful about my fiber. I'm very thankful that I bought a very powerful graphics card that I can play 4K games now. So I'm very thankful for a lot of things. The flower. Hi mga ka-BTS. Dito now sa recreation area ng office, musta kayo? Hey, what's up, Reynoldzada from the recreation area? Okay, so hindi ako sanay na hindi ko nakikita yung sarili ko when I'm streaming. But we should just go and open our stream. Pwede ba natin balikan yung ano? Pwede ko ba balikan ito? Pwede natin kung hindi na siya super bulok quality shit. Ano naman ako ng kahit 360. Kaya mo na nga eh. Papanoorin ko siya kahit ganito kababa yung quality. Pero nakakahiya sa TV, no? Mag-stream ka naman ng... Ngayon lang ako nanonood ng YouTube live stream, so I don't know what's going on here with the thing. Maybe ayaw nyo mag-stream in 1080 from live? What? Nakakahiya ka, kuya. Pinapersa ko na siya mag-ano eh. Lagay natin sa auto. Rewind natin ng konti. Fast forward. Fast forward. Wala eh. Ayaw niya eh. I don't understand. Maybe it's not meant for stupid... Well, we can easily fix that if kinabit ko yung HDMI dito sa MSI GT Coca-Cola. But, for the meantime, hindi muna natin siya kakabit because magde-demo muna tayo with the MSI GT62VR 7RE Dominator Pro. Kung hindi sila nagtitipid sa letters and numbers sa MSI. When they make their laptop, sabi nila, holy shit, how many letters can we put dun sa dun sa kanyang model number para maging mas mahaba pa yung pangalan niya. So, pahabaan ng pangalan po sa MSI. Or actually, maraming laptops pahabaan ng pangalan. Kaya lang, maglalagin mga ako dito. Ang password ko. Of that password. Alright! Okay, tingnan natin kung makalagin ako sa ating mga accounts here. Do it up. So we have 14 viewers from YouTube and palpak ang login ko sa aking Facebook. Let's connect to Facebook right now. Windows security, yes, allow, yes, good. Okay. Alright, pwede na rin yan. We have 20 viewers. I don't know where they're all from. I think 6 people from Facebook. We have 6 people from Facebook, mga kuya, na hindi ko lang mabasa yung comments nyo kasi bobo ako. I'm dumb! Yeah, come on, YouTube. Okay na tayo. I should be working now. So, I just want to make sure. I'm going to go to Facebook. Type something sa ating chat. Sorry, this is the first time I'm streaming without actually seeing my monitor behind me. May rumor specs is Zenfone 4 kuya. Yeah, meron. I mean, lalabas naman yung i-announce si Zenfone 4 malamang just late May sa Computex. So, what the hell is going on with browsers? Yes. MSI GT, sino nagtatanong ng specs natin? Naglolo ko din HQ sa X800D. What do you mean HQ? What do you mean? On your last live stream. Leave it running for a while and should adjust the quality eventually. It should adjust it agad kasi it's on fiber. Okay mga kuyas, what's up? Emilio Aquino, Ryan, Jake, Mundo. Well, what's up? And welcome to the show. Today is, obviously, this is the Big Time Show. And you're watching the Big Time Show. We have, any topics natin for today? We have several topics for today. We have, obviously, this is the one major topic that we have, which is the MSI GT62VR 7RE Dominator Pro laptop. That is almost high-end, almost the top line, almost the flagship laptop ng MSI. I think ang mas mataas dito is 72, 73, GT6 72, 73 And then obviously yung pinaka-flagship nila is I believe GT82 or 83. So this is just 2 levels below. I think though this is a very good upper or advanced or medyo semi-pro range of gaming laptops. This is 15.4 inches, hindi siya sobrang laki. And I like this sort of high pro level machinery. Tanggalin natin siya sa, sa charger niya muna pansamantala. Yeah, I'm prepared. I like this sort of high pro level machinery because surprisingly, hindi siya mabigat. I forgot yung specs niya for the weight of this thing, but this is definitely like most likely under 5 pounds. Tingnan natin. 2VR 7RE. Anong weight nito? This is actually relatively light. I mean, there's a lot of plastic in its construction, pero it's actually very, I mean, look at this. I can hold it in one hand, di ako masyadong pagod. And I like that. It's a relatively large-ish device though, with fan ports sa likod. But you can hold it in one hand and it doesn't seem, hindi ka mahihirapan. So you can definitely move this along if you want to take it around. And like I said, this is the almost high-end nila. What weight is this guy? I don't know. Specifications. Let's see. We have 2.94 kilograms with batteries. So 2.3 kilograms. Alright, so that's about 6 pounds. 2 libras. Enter. We have about 6.6 pounds. Actually, I thought it was less than 5, but it seems like it's more than 5. Ano nga meron? BMW Kid, what's up? Sobrang init, ano? The past few days, sobrang init kahit hindi ka gumagalaw ng backwards ka. Sab naman kayo sa message. Alex Hub, welcome to the Big Time Show live stream. Bench says, sarap ng LTE 50 Mbps, Candelaria, Quezon. Deja Dillon, what's up? Out of town ata kayo ngayon, Kuya Alex. No, I'm nandito lang ako sa bahay ko, dude. Andun sa likod yung desktop ko, Kuya. Out of town dala yung peace, yo. Someone this much. Okay, what's going on? Vinson Lampario, buti na lang walang nakadikit na stickers sa frame ng TV. Bad trip ako doon. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nung tinanggal ko sa kahon ito, wala siyang stickers. It's just literally tatanggalin mo. And wala nang ano. Basta may plastic lang na tatanggalin mo. Bilhin. Whoa, daming viewers natin for crazy. Wow, saan galing yung viewers natin? We have 72 people from YouTube and 4 people from Facebook. Sino ba sa inyo ang nakakonect na sa fiber bukod sa akin at si Norms? Ako, I have fiber. What's up, Farmer Sanchez? And everybody who's joining us. So, like I said, we're gonna go straight into the topics. Normally, we just do small talk, pero since everybody is here, I'm gonna start talking about the MSI GT62VR 7RE Dominator Pro. Okay. Good night from Indonesia. What's up, Irfan Wijaya? Kuya, na-review mo na ba ang Zenfone 3 Zoom? I'm working on the review right now. It's a slightly different kind of review from me kasi it was my review of the Zenfone 3 Zoom is, I want to say, a little more lightweight compared to my other reviews kasi I didn't have enough time to fully test it. Bala ko kasi test siya with compared to the regular Zenfone 3, compared to the Huawei P9, but I wasn't able to do that. So unfortunately, we will have to, do a little different review for the Zenfone 2. But that will be coming this coming week, right? Danilo Maniaga, magkano sir bili mo sa X8000D mo? Mas okay ba na panapat yan sa mga OLED HDR TV? It won't beat OLED. It won't beat OLED, but this is only 32,000 pesos or about $600 to $700 if you buy it from at a good price. And I think for 30,000 pesos, it's an absolute steal. Obviously, there are other 4K TVs now under 30,000 pesos, but this is the best one you can get, and I would definitely put up the money from 26K yung ibang mga 4K. Put up the money for the extra 4K or the extra. Put up the extra $100 and buy the X8000. So good for HDR. That's siguro sa right. Oh yeah, medyo malakas music. Okay, I'll fix that. Alright, I'll fix the music. Give me 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So, let's see. It's very hard to keep track of the comments. All right, everybody, please. The Samsung Realme 4K HDR, pero 40 lang siya. The Samsung 4K HDR, I don't like talking. I mean, this is not the topic at hand, but if you have questions, I can talk about it. However, we've been talking about this TV for like 3 episodes now. The thing I keep saying about the 40-inch Samsung 4K is it supports HDR, but it doesn't display HDR. Keep in mind, it supports HDR, does not display HDR because the display quality is not as good as this, right? And unfortunately, because we don't have, you don't have a HDR TV and I don't have an HDR camera, you will not be able to see the image quality of HDR on this TV. However, I can try to show you if you really want to. I mean, this is not the topic at hand, like I said. But if you watch Girl Boss right here, resume episode 1, this is amazing HDR. I will move the camera a little bit for you. This is super bright. This part, let's go backwards like 30 seconds here. Yes, the scene with San Francisco in the background, it's mind-blowing if you see it in HDR. And I'm seeing it right now in HDR. You're not seeing it in HDR. And probably, I can't really check what the image quality looks like with the webcam. Let's see, bit.ly, no. YouTube.com. /live, there we go. I'll give it a quick look what the camera looks like right now. Wow. Even with just the webcam, it looks amazing. Even with just the webcam. Mind you, this feels like reality to me. This 4K HDR, I can see the backgrounds. If it's San Francisco, so you can see the waters in the background. That water right there, and you can see the mountains and the clouds in the background, and it's super bright. It's like you're facing the sun. And then some of the dark areas, like her clothes and the shadows over here, that's super dark. And that's, look at that. There's a light on the lamppost that you can't. It's amazing. So this is something you cannot do with a typical non-4K, non-HDR TV. And I don't really want to keep talking about this because it's not our topic for today. But that is that's this Bravia X800D, X8000B. One of the most amazing TVs you can get. And it's super affordable. I've already blogged about this, and that's why we have this already. Okay, Marco Polo in HDR is love. Inspecting for some spams. I need money to play Bendy in what's going on with this thing. Sony 10-bit 4K panel is greater than Samsung 8-bit 4K panel. Yes, that's slightly technical, and I don't really want to get into the 10-bit, 8-bit, but you really want 10-bit if you can just manage the 10-bit. So before that was our topic at hand. The topic at hand was the MSI GT62VR 7RT. So this is a 2017 gaming laptop from MSI. It's not 17 because it's now using the Kaby Lake 7th generation processor, the last generation one. The 6RE was using a Kaby Lake 6th generation processor, right? And basically, it's about the same machine, except it's slightly better. There's a GTX1070 on here now, so it's one of the top line graphics cards you can get. And I don't want to surprise you here. But the price of this guy is, I believe, 2,100. For the Philippines, ang SRP nito is 150,000 pesos, which equates to kind of like $3,000. It should be lower in the United States. So I want to say it's around. I want to say it's around 1,500. No, it's roughly 2,000 US dollars. So this, you might, if you're in the Philippines and you think, okay, 150,000 Philippine pesos, I can't deal with that, right? But that's, you're not considering the fact that you're paying for a lot of things here. Bukod dun sa specs, instead you're paying for the 7700 HQ processor, the GTX1070 graphics card, the 16 gigs of RAM, the 256 gig hard drive, the 1 terabyte the 256 SSD, the 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive, and what else? Okay, I can probably. So I built the same computer with the specs on hand, and here is the price that I got. I don't know how to zoom in with this device. Okay, so here's the same specs. I don't know who chose it. I built the same computer using a desktop setup, and the total price that I got for building the same computer was about 130,000 pesos, or about 2,000. How does that convert? $2,300, something like that. Obviously, in the United States, you'll have it a little bit more cheaper. So just remove like a $300 overcharge here. In the Philippines, that's what we usually pay for, 300, 400. But if you think about it, once you build the same desktop, you're paying about 120,000 pesos, 130,000 pesos. And the laptop itself is 150,000 pesos. So you're paying just about 20,000 pesos more, depending on how much you pay for this. The SRP is 150,000 pesos. The lowest I can find online is 140,000 pesos. His name is John C. So, I'm sorry. Is the chat really crazy? I don't really know. I mean, there's a lot of people online. His name is John C. Do I need to explain the specs of the stuff that I built here? We have I included the price of the monitor, obviously the CPU, the RAM, the 1070, the hard drive, and I included the RGB light, the RGB keyboard. I included a relatively decent, what do you call this? Relatively decent PS power supply, relatively decent case, and all that. And what I got was about 120,000 pesos. And his name is Keep in mind, most people build desktop PCs without including the price of everything else, like the keyboards and the monitors and stuff. So these are things you need to remember before saying that 150,000 pesos for a laptop in the GTX1070 is way too overpriced. Ang lakas ng subscriber notification. I'm sorry, mahirap baguhin yung subscriber notification though. It's because I like the subscribers. Medyo mataas yung volume ng subscribe, hindi ko na marinig si Alex. Mahirap baguhin yung subscriber notifications, unfortunately. Nilakasan ko talaga siya. Binabaan ko na yung volume niyan, but malakas pa rin siya. Well, here's what we'll do, okay? I'll just play a game. I'll just start playing a game. Let's start playing a game for the meantime, okay? So, we're gonna play, what game you want to play? We can play, and we'll play... And his name is John C. I want to say this is a metal palm rest area, which is nice. Keyboard works well. I do like that it has so many USB ports. We have 3 over here, another one over here on the left. I don't think it has USB-C, but I don't think you need it because it's a GTX1070. Do you need like benchmarks or what do you want? I am from Indonesia. Let's play let's play Rise of the Tomb Raider for now. That's the one I set up. We're gonna play The Witcher, The Witcher 3 later on in 4K. In 4K. I like that this leaves it online. So I have the monitoring system over here. We are CPU. Our CPU CPU temperature is at 57 degrees. CPU temperature 57 degrees. We need to lower the volume of this guy.
And his name is John C.
What else do we have? Yeah, I'll lower this and I can actually play the game while watching the chat.
And his name is John C.
Came here for John Cena. That's okay. You can John Cena all you want. I don't have an Outlast 3. Sorry. Why is my start screen still there? Get out of there. I'm gonna hide. Go away. Hey, she's. Oh. My thingy is not in focus. We'll
and his name is John C.
Okay. I'm very happy with that. Exclusive full screen, please. Light changes. All right, now we won't have
and
any
his
problem.
name is John C.
So we are on very high preset. Not getting the frame rates that I was expecting, but this is of course because I was
and his name is
already
John
doing
C.
something.
And his name is John C.
I wasn't planning on running the chat box on the behind the scenes. Okay, I'm sliding. Try and restart the game here. Or we should just go straight into 4K. What do you think? We should just go plug it into the 4K TV. What do you think? That game. Free.
And his name is John C.
We're just gonna go straight into the 4K. Plug it in. Oh, that's why I didn't have my power supply on. Pro tip, before you play a game, put your power supply on. Otherwise, you'll lag quite a bit. Remove that, John C. Play another little bit of Rise of the Tomb Raider again. Raider. Sorry, I'm not used to this small screen. I'm used to 4K screen. Rise of the Tomb Raider. There we go. Okay. All right. This should provide us with much more performance, and I'm actually going to turn off exclusive live full screen now because we should be able to get the performance that we were looking for. Graphics. Okay. Turn off exclusive full screen. Light changes. Okay. Now I can read your comments while I play. We're looking at CPU at 77 degrees Celsius, 63 degrees Celsius on the GPU. Yes, Rise of the Tomb Raider is the game. There we go. Oh yeah. So we're getting 80 plus FPS right now, 88 FPS. We're on the very high preset, 1080p. We're getting 97, 98 FPS. Look at the graphics card, it's hitting 90%, 92. CPU is at 60, 70%. This looks amazing. The display on this, the 1080p. Keep in mind the 1080p display here is 60 Hertz, but has G-Sync. G-Sync means you will never get, what is this called? You won't get frame tearing. Frame tearing, screen tearing, same thing. We're hitting 82% on CPU, 82 degrees. This is in Celsius, by the way. 76 degrees on GPU. It's to be expected. I could easily what do you call this? Disable the enable.
And his name is John C.
What is this? Enable. Wait, Alex, any suggestions for a cheap gaming laptop? Sabi ni Rainer Lizada. Rainer Lizada, maraming options right now. I mean, I want to suggest the Dell Inspiron 7567 for 50,000 pesos. Keep in mind, I don't know kung ano magkano yung budget mo, Rainer Lizada, right? I don't know what your budget is. I love me some Lara Croft, though. I love me some Lara Croft. We're hitting 100 plus FPS right now. CPU is at 100%. 80 degrees Celsius, 84 degrees Celsius on the CPU. You can actually press a button here on the laptop to turn on the fans to the maximum. So max fans. Let's see if that actually, can you hear that? Say my name, Molly Woolley. Well, the topic is subscribe, not MSI.
And his name is John C.
I can't. You got a wireless mouse. Yes, I'm using this stinky wireless mouse. Because my main mouse is on the desktop right there. Alright, so pretty.
And his name is John C.
So I have the fans turned down to the maximum. I don't know if you hear. They're hitting 4,000 RPM right now, and the temperatures are dropping. CPU is going down to 80 degrees, and the GPU is going down to 17 degrees. So we're getting thermals right now with the fans at maximum, and I think the audio of the fans is not that bad.
John C.
Alright, let's exit the game. And I want to get out of this funk that we are in. Sorry, are we still getting more subscribers? Well, thank you for all the subscribers, though.
And his name is John C.
Well, should I move the camera? That? Yeah, be right back.
And his name is John C.
Hello, sir, sa McDonald's. Busy po ako. Pwede tumawag na lang kayo sa susunod. What?
And his name is John
Okay.
C.
That story about the McDonald's thing, the guy was late. The delivery was late. I called it in. I tweeted McDonald's, and they told me the customer service will get back to me. And now they're calling me at 11 p.m., 10:30 p.m. And you can't even hear the guy. It's like he's underwater. Fuck, they need a new phone. Fix your goddamn phone, McDonald's. Okay, what's going on? Please. Let's go. Go 4K. This guy. Let's go 4K with this guy. So the much awaited 4K gaming with the
His name is
MSI.
John C. His name is John C.
Now
His name is John
generally,
C.
when I want to play 4K games, I would put this laptop onto the table to my left, right? And I would have a wired USB keyboard put onto my table right here. But of course, for demonstration purposes, we will be playing the 4K game on the keyboard itself, just so you can see what's going on. I'm going to put my other windows onto the other screen, which is right here on the bottom. And I will be playing 4K on the main display. Everybody's asking for subs. This is really funny though. All right, let's start Witcher 3. I need that taskbar though. Taskbar gone.
And his name is John C.
Witcher 3 in 4K. So Alex, could I buy an under 10K laptop, then just customize the specs so that it could run games smoothly? Hell no. No. And there's what kind of processor do you expect to be buying under 10,000 pesos for a laptop? What kind of specs are you expecting from a 10,000 peso laptop? You won't be able to. You won't get even i3 on a 10,000 peso laptop. What is it you're expecting? You need to spend at least 30,000 pesos. Your budget is not for a gaming laptop at all. You need to rethink what you need to buy, because you're not going to game on anything under 40,000 pesos. Yep. I'll check my stream on the other thing. Okay. What is mouse? There we go. Space. Okay, this is Witcher 3. And let's go video. Graphics. And we are at the Ultra preset right here. We are in 4K. Do I show the resolution here? Post-processing graphics. 3480 by 2160, borderless window, blah blah blah. And we'll continue the game. Now this is not full 60 FPS when we're playing this. This doesn't give us full 60 FPS, but obviously it is a very demanding game, and you're not supposed to expect 4K. Full 4K gaming at full resolution. Shut up, tutorial. In 30 in even 60 FPS. So we are now playing The Witcher 3 at about 30 right now, 31 FPS. And look at that thing. Look at that black background. Obviously you can't see it because we're only streaming at 1080p. But that is amazing looking. Spotify ka ba, Kuya Alex? Yes. Sorry, I can't be reading all of the comments and doing the demonstration quite nicely right now. What is going on? All right, let me read some comments, and actually I will stop demonstrating the laptop in the game. I'll just wait for whatever's going on to comment. Bro, mag-build ka na lang ng PC kung gusto mong customize specs. Tama. O kaya bili ka ng PS4, dagdag ka na lang. That's true. Sa 30k, makaka-build ka na ng decent specs, minus slated to 20k plus. Gaming lang talaga ang habol eh. Get yourself a phone. Dahil sa works, get ko. Malabo mag-desktop dahil sa maintenance. I keep saying this all the time. It's like I'm a fucking broken record at this point. But if you want to play games and want to save money, and I'm not talking about I'm not talking about playing Witcher 3 in 4K with the 10. You're not gonna play fucking Witcher 3 in 4K with 10,000 pesos or about $200. But I say this all the time. I say this. I want to say every single show that anybody asks about a freaking gaming laptop or whatever gaming thing that I would recommend for $200. Buy a Microsoft Surface Pro 1. Microsoft Surface Pro 1. You're not gonna and stop fucking complaining that your fucking thing at the 10,000 peso fucking thing does not play your fucking game, right? You're not gonna get a gaming machine at 10,000 pesos. Buy a decent laptop with an i5 processor. Don't God fucking damn it. Why do people think they can buy this? Okay. Surface Pro 2, 128 gig. i5 4 gig, 18,000 pesos. Surface Pro 2, 128 gig, 18,999. Surface Pro, Windows laptop tablet sa Cebu, 7,500 pesos. Surface Pro 3, 26,000 ang mura no, no? Alright, let's see what else. What else? Tapos iiyak kayo, ay, walang graphics card yung Surface Pro. Fuck you! Fuck you, idiots! What do you expect to get for 10,000 pesos? Surface Pro 1. Get a fucking Surface Pro 1. Look at this thing! Look at it! Huwag kayong magalit kung wala kayong mabibili sa 20 mil, 10 mil! Bumili kayo ng Surface Pro! Alam mo malalaro mong game sa Surface Pro, makakapag Counter-Strike ka, makakapag-Dota ka, 1080p, makakapag-Dota ka, makakapag Counter-Strike ka, makakapag League of Legends ka. Ano bang kailangan mo sa 10,000 pesos?
And his name
akala nyo? Ano ba akala nyo? Ano, makaka-graphics card kayo? Mas mahal pa graphics card sa 10,000 pesos nyo eh. Tapos may magre-reklamo na naman, Kuya, walang graphics card sa Surface Pro. Utang ina mo, ano ba akala mo mabibili mo sa 20 mil mo? Akala mo makakaano ka, makaka-GPU ka, makaka-760 ka, makakaano ka? Utang ina, maswerte ka na makabili ng i3. Ulit-ulit na lang. Ulit-ulit na lang. Ito, gusto nyo. Tama na magtanong. Bumili kayo ng Surface Pro.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. All the pain. My love grows with the memories like a
Nakikita nyo yan?
you and
Nakikita nyo yan? League of Legends. Tree of Savior.
Do you say my name?
3D Mark Firestrike.
Say her name. My love it grows.
10,000 pesos?
You and we got history. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. You and we got history.
Ayaw mo mandar ng Tree of Savior kasi matagal ko nang hindi ginagamit. Ano? Anong kailangan nyo sa akin? Paulit-ulit na lang tayo. Ito, may papakita ako sa inyo. Panoorin nyo to. Para hindi ko na kailangan i-load pa yung Surface Pro ko na hindi ko ginagamit ng 3 buwan. Diyos mio, santísima. Ito. Ah. Surface Pro 1. Surface Pro 1. Exactly yung ginagamit ko. May video ako. Manood kayo. Kuya, walang graphics card yan eh. Paano ako mag-games? Paano ako mag-Ghost Recon Wildlands pirated? Ha? Paano ako mag-Ghost Recon? Paano ako mag-GTA 5 sa pirated? Ha? Baka hindi nyo makita ng baka malabo pa. More than 60 FPS kasi hindi lumilitaw yung GPU, yung frames per second. At sinet ko lang siya sa 60 FPS, hindi ko na tinaas kasi wala namang graphics card yung laptop na yan eh. Pero nakakapaglaro ako ng League of Legends 1080p. Nakakapaglaro ako ng CSGO, nakakapaglaro ako ng Dota 2 at kung ano mang mga esports type games. Kung ano pang mga yung mga hindi masyadong AAA pwede. I bought this for 14,000 pesos last year. SSD yung laman. 4 gigs of RAM, 1080p touchscreen display. Ang ganda ng keyboard, removable pa. Meron pang stylus. Magtanong pa kayo! Minsan hindi ko alam kung umaasenso pa talaga tayo eh. Umaasenso ba talaga tayo? May nangyayari ba sa BTS? May natuturo ba akong aral sa inyo? Meron bang nakakaintindi na may nag-i-improve ba ng buhay sa inyo? Kakapanood sa akin? I hope so. I fucking hope so. Ano yung pwede mong sabihin na pulot mong aral sa BTS? Kung yung 1 year ago na ako nagsasabi tungkol sa Surface Pro. Ang tagal nakatenga sa akin yan kasi gusto kong gawa ng video. Pero every single week pag may nagtatanong, bumili ka ng Surface Pro, wala kang pera, hindi ka mayaman, hindi, kung akala mo 20 mil marami ng pera para sa gaming, malawak ang mundo at meron ka lang isang patak ng tubig para lang makabili ng sinasabi mo. Alam ko marami tayo nagtitipid. Kaya nga ako nagsasuggest! How to maximize your money. That is BTS in a fucking nutshell. How to get the best gadgets for your money is being told to you from me to you every week. I spend my entire week, buong buhay ko, my entire life, figuring out how to save you money. That's me. Buhay ko yon 24 oras. I research everything. That Surface Pro decision, hindi yan sinabi sa akin. Walang nagsabi sa akin. I did my research. Day in, day out. Minsan di ako natutulog. Binabantayan ko yan. Tinitignan ko saan aabot ang Surface Pro. Magkano aabutin ng pera natin. Surface Pro 1 is the best laptop under 20,000 pesos. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Huwag niyo ako... Sige, subo. I dare you. Maghanap kayo. Kasi I have my research backed into this thing. Hindi ako Microsoft fanboy, you know this. But holy fucking shit! Can you not get a better laptop under 20,000 pesos? You cannot. i5 128 gig SSD. SSD! SSD yan! Did you see how fast my Surface Pro boot? That is a fucking 4-year-old laptop! 4-year-old laptop! That's how fast an SSD can get you! And fuck you if you can find an SSD laptop under 20,000 pesos. Yun pa lang! Yun pa lang! Wala ka nang wala ka nang mahanap. eMMC ang kalaban mo. Ang 14,000 pesos, Cherry Mobile Morph! Cherry Mobile Morph! Sorry, I guess na-trigger ako pero hindi ko kinaya eh. Hindi ko kinaya. Hindi ko kinaya. Here I am busting my ass. I bust my fucking ass to produce a show every week. To research every single topic. To give you the best solutions for your money. Regardless if bago siya, brand new siya. I suggest you buy the best product, not the newest product. I bust my fucking ass. And I take pride in what I buy. Every single product that I buy, I know I can recommend wholeheartedly. Kasi even though mahal siya, even though I bought a fucking 1080 Ti, I know I can say that it has high value. It's the best value I can get because I did my research. Tingnan natin. Let's go. Let's look. You know what? Wag na brand new. Let's go second hand. i5 laptop. All right, here we go. 23,000. Okay, ito mga ads to. Let's go with this. Okay. All right, let's read this one. Mababa, 9,500 pesos lang eh. Condition, used, very presentable, 9,500. Okay. Business class laptop. Okay. HP ProBook 6460B. Mura. Okay. Oh. We have, okay, Core i5, second gen. Putang ina, second gen pa to. 4 gig RAM. 320 gig HDD. SATA. Read speeds mo nito, siguro mayaman na yung 60 MB per second. Intel Graphics 3000. 1366 by 768 display. 14-inch TBD-RW ready. Ito ilalaban mo. (1366 by 768), hindi man lang touchscreen. Malaki pa sa ano ko to. Oh my God, look at that. Brick na brick. Ito ilalaban mo. Alright, let's look around. Okay, let's see. 14,000 pesos. Okay, Core i3. Wow. Ang taas ng specs, Core i3. 14,000 pesos. 14K last price, 14K final price. Laptop and charger only. Quick specs, 1 terabyte HDD, 4 gigs RAM, 15.6 inch. Hindi sinabi ko ng resolution, most likely HD. Core i3, 5005U. Okay, DVD-ROM. Okay, fine. Not full HD. Not touchscreen. Mukha pa ring matabang basurahan. Okay. Sure. Gawa pa sa Japanese pa. Mukhang Japan. Okay. Imported. Hindi. Ano to? Saudi Arabia. Imported from Saudi. Good luck. (1366 by 768). Nakikita mo dyan. Hindi siya touchscreen, by the way. Wala kang Wacom stylus, by the way.
And his name is John C.
Ito, ideal for gaming. 24,000 pesos. Obviously, naka-add siya. Pero ito, gaming laptop, Toshiba 195. Oh my God. Gaming laptop, 19.5. 600 gig HD, 8 gig memory, 1 gig dedicated video card. Anong dedicated video card? Ano, 920M? Ganon? May NB. Putang ina, ano to? Pirated? Putang inang yan. Anong modelo to? Anong modelo ng Toshiba to? Hindi man sinabi. Sorry, Rainer. Si ano pala? Sino ba nagtanong? Si Rainer Lizada ata. Sorry, medyo na... I know, bihirang-bihira ka lang manood and you're watching from your work and madalas kang wala sa BTS. But my God, medyo hindi ko na kinaya. Hindi ko kinaya. Kailangan ko muna mag-relax.
perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna
520. What the fuck? 520. You better just... Alam mo, 520M, bali wala na lang yun eh. Joke na lang yung graphics card na yun. Mas malakas pa yung telepono mo kaysa 520M. Ah, my God. It's walang ano eh. Wala naman discussion that we need to do eh. There's no discussion here eh. It's just Surface Pro. That's it. SSD kalaban mo eh. SSD. Walang... Parang bisikleta ginagamit mo kung hard drive gamit mo versus sports car, SSD. Hindi tayo talo. Walang ni isang pwede mong sabihin na kasing ganda ng SSD na spinning drive. Wala tayong diskusyon dito. If you can find me a laptop under 15, ito 15,000 kasi yung Surface Pro ko 15 yun. 14 ko nabili. 1080p display, Full HD, 1080p touchscreen, backlit keyboard, SSD. Sandali lang. Kung gusto nyo makita. This is it. This is my laptop. This is a gaming laptop for 10K. That's it. That's all you need to know. This is a gaming laptop for 10K. 50, let's say 15K. Gaming laptop. Gaming. As in, reasonable. Anong gusto nyo laruin? Andito. Ano ba meron ako? Jurassic Park the game. Gusto mo mag-StarCraft 2? Kaya nito mag-StarCraft 2. Ano? Counter-Strike, no problem. Dota, no problem. League of Legends, no problem. Tingnan mo yun. Look at this thing. Ito. Look how small it is. Look how nice it is. It's not even thicker than a book. Look at the lights. Look at the keyboard. It lights up. Where can you find something like this under 15,000 pesos? How? Where? How? Under 15. It's this big. It's this thin. It's super light. Pwedeng tanggalin yung keyboard if you want. Touchscreen 1080p. It's built like a fucking tank. Magnesium alloy body all around. None of this plastic bullshit. Bakal. As in bakal. Bakal. Look at that. It didn't even damage. Bakal. You can do work in this thing. You can program in this thing. You can work in college. This is your college laptop. Look how small it is. Marami mga tanga dyan, mga nasa kolehiyo, nasa ano, Mami, gusto ko ng bagong laptop. Hindi ako bili ng magandang laptop, 30,000, kasi puro Intel Core Atom. Intel Atom. This is Core i5. Core i5, 4 gigs of RAM with an SSD. You can do your schoolwork on this thing. Yung mga kaklase mo will be packing their stupid ass, big ass, thick ass, fucking ugly ass, fucking idiot fucking laptops with spinning hard drives like a fucking idiot. Mas mura pa rin ito kesa doon. Alright? This is your college laptop. This is your super tipid, as in literally super tipid, college laptop. You can play games on this thing, Dota, League of Legends, and it's this small. Look at it. Huh? Ayaw nyo maniwala. Here. This is twice the weight. I bought this for 45,000 pesos in 2015. It's made of metal, 1080p display, touchscreen, not even the same good amount of touchscreen. The keyboard is not backlit. And it's running on a freaking spinning hard drive and 4 gigs of RAM. Same i5 processor. Think about it. Think about it. Huh? This is heavy. And this is expensive. I fucking paid 45,000 pesos. 1080p touchscreen, not even as good. Not even as good. The keyboard is not even backlit. And look, I can take it out too. But now I have this fucking keyboard. $45,000 pesos. I could have bought a gaming laptop right now with 45,000 pesos. This is still better at 14,000 pesos. Look at that. It fucking boots like nobody fucking kicked. Look at the keyboard. It lights up. I can remove the keyboard if I don't need it. And the trackpad is amazing. I can play games on it. Hindi siya naglalag because SSD. SSD! I hope meron talaga tayong natututunan sa BTS kasi parang nasasayang lang yung oras ko. It's like I'm not nothing's happening. I'm doing the show. I'm doing this every week. Lagi ako sumisigaw because of this fucking thing. Nothing is improving. You're not improved. This thing, everybody should have been buying this already. Look at this. It even has a display port out, which you can buy an HDMI converter. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, perfectly good. USB Type A, perfect. While yung charger niya, magnetic. Did I mention that? It's a fucking magnetic charger. One of the best chargers you can get for this price point. Magnetic. This is the laptop na pinanglalaban nila sa Mac nung panahon. And it still works today. It's great. It's still great today. Inampas ko sa table ko na baka walang gas, walang ano. What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? What am I doing with my life? What am I doing? This is the Surface Pro Broken Record show? Is that? The show where we keep repeating ourselves ad nauseum. Talk about the fucking Surface Pro 1. Look at it. Look at it. It still works. Look at that. Look at it. I'm done. Look at that. Look at. Yo, what's up, Kuya? I can't hear you, dude.
Wait lang, hello?
Okay, there we go. I need to turn off my music.
Yeah.
Ang balita, dude.
Kaya, UK? Okay lang naman. I am
Uh,
really enjoying yung
alin?
Plus 2. Na-enjoy ko yung
Flash
yung
Plus 2.
Flash Plus 2.
Sige nga, I want you to say, I want you to address the community. Tell them about the Flash Plus 2.
Ano ba? Nakuha ko siya the other day from you and I've been loading it up in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I really, really like it so much right now.
Did you know that equivalent phones today are still more expensive than the Flash Plus 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
For some reason, I semi blame it on the yung dollar conversion natin.
Yeah.
Semi lang, hindi all the, hindi ano.
Yeah, and ano rin, there's some things lang na talagang na-enjoy ko siya. I really like it. I mean, wait lang. Let's pause. I mean, for someone na hindi, I'm not as into but the idea kasi is talagang suwabe siya sa kamay ko.
Right, it's nice and I mean, you got the 2 gig version if I'm not mistaken.
Mm. Did
Gotta share my screen here sandali. Share a window. Para at least makita mo yung I'm just gonna share yung streaming software ko. So,
Sure.
actually, should I share yung comments? I don't know, actually.
I'm on the live stream din so I can see the
I
comments.
see. Fine. Oh,
Yeah, so far naman, I love the phone. Na for someone who doesn't know squat about phones.
no, well, you told me what you needed from the phone naman eh. You needed yung parang general, affordable, with decent gaming capabilities, with maybe okay enough cameras, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And that
And
honestly fits the bill.
yeah, and I love the screen din eh.
Right.
Though syempre may konting lag siya when I try kasi ginawa ko yung sa gesture yung double tap. Medyo nag-lag siya pero it's not a big issue for me.
Right.
As long as
I think yung software niya is honestly could have been optimized better. Like it's doing it they Alcatel, whoever, TCL, sino man yung gumawa nun kasi hindi nga siya Alcatel brand. No, tumaliwag sila sa Alcatel and then bumaliktan sila kasi they only launched one phone, the Flash Plus 2, after they left Alcatel and now wala na sila. I think they did try to make do a good job with the software, but they've never been super, excellent with the software. But they did try. Try.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, kasi I mean, look, kaya this is my screen now and I'm loving it. It's even better than the phone I've been using prior
Well, you were
to
using
the-
720p, right?
Yeah.
1080p na yan.
Yeah.
And honestly, yung mga iba niyang kalaban na phones right now and even more expensive than that are still 720p.
Dang.
Yep.
Careful.
Yeah.
Ang ganda tuloy ng TARDIS sa sa screen ko.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So anyway, it is a nice phone.
Yeah.
So we called upon you today, Kuya Vincent Hoson. Please go introduce yourself muna sa ating audience. Tell us who you are, where you websites and stuff like that, and yeah, go ahead.
Sige, hello guys. I'm Vincent Hauson. I am owner and writer for thegeeks.com. It's dageeks.com. And ano ba? I write about geek stuff, games, a little bit of spiritual stuff then on the side. And it's basically what constitutes my personality.
Okay.
And-
Ano yung personal hobby mo?
Ako, I play games. And play both digital and analog. Kaya siya The Geeks, kaya DA. Kasi digital
See,
and
ngayon ko lang
analog.
nalaman yan. Ngayon ko lang nalaman yan. All right. So that being said, we are obviously there are some topics that I recommended you to
Mhm.
to talk to us about.
Yeah.
One of them, which is wala akong alam, but I've been reading up on it, despite the fact I'm not interested, is Ragnarok
Yes.
Philippines.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yung ano,
Tell me about this amazing new game from Korea.
yeah, this amazing new game. It's called Ragnarok Online. I don't know if you guys knew about it.
Hindi,
Pero
bago lang yan. Wala akong
bago lang, no?
nababalitaan dyan eh. PS4 ba yan?
Parang
Xbox
I think
360?
ginaya
Anong graphics card
I think
kailangan ko?
ano dapat naka 1080 Ti.
SLI.
Oh, SLI. Pero uh, basically Ragnarok Online is coming back to the Philippines.
Right.
It's
If you don't know, obviously, kung hindi kayo familiar sa Ragnarok, it's basically kind of a 2.5D MMO. Very popular
yeah,
kasi anime cute style siya.
yeah.
And I don't remember when siya lumabas, but it ceased
2002.
it ceased in the server ceased in 2015.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, uh.
Yeah.
And
Tapos ano rin,
mm,
it's ano eh, the same artist who did TOS or Tree of Savior
uh-huh.
um
Yes.
are the ones who did the artwork then for sorry, baliktad. Ragnarok, the people who did the
What
artwork
the
for
heck?
Ragnarok
Batang,
was
okay. I opened the Ragnarok PH website and then maingay siya, may music.
yeah. They revived it. Actually, yun nga, sabi nga si Farmer Sanchez said, bakit nga daw ni-revive ang Ragnarok? Apparently, there's still demand. Kasi what the publishers, sa publishers who, ang publisher ng Ragnarok is not develop games, thankfully. It's Electronics Extreme. It's, I think, Thailand or Malaysian.
That's weird though. I've never heard of Electronics Extreme. And
Yeah.
are they an electronics brand and not a
They,
what
based,
do they sell like gadgets?
no, I think based from what I've researched sa kanila,
They're
they
gaming.
were yeah, gaming talaga. And
Okay.
what they did with Ragnarok Online, talagang big deal eh. Kasi there were pictures, there were events, they were celebrating.
Yeah, they did. And then tinap nila si Gareth Concept, sila Joe Burt.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Joe Burt
full disclosure, I
for
mean, hindi naman, we're not like sponsored by Joe Burt, but they are nice people that we do support, right? Sila Joe Burt.
yeah, so
They're very passionate
when
about gaming and we like that, sila Joe Burt.
saka ganito yun eh. Parang back then, sorry, medyo sorry, iano ko na lang.
By the
Konting
way,
background kasi-
mga kuya, kaya ba ng Surface Pro ko yung Ragnarok?
yeah, I think.
Kasi
Di ata, kuya,
wala
hindi,
siyang graphics card eh.
Hindi. Pero ako ko, kasi gusto ko lang i-point out din since we already, sorry, nag-load yung Hearthstone ko kasi nag-update ako. Anyway, since gusto ko lang din really good word lang with Gareth Concept kasi
Uh-huh.
even back then when I still owned back to gaming and was with Mac noon, talagang sobrang start pa lang si Jobert noon and sobrang I really appreciate yung how much heart and effort na pinasok niya
Yeah,
with
true.
everything that he has built up and kaya sobrang saludo ako sa kanya.
Okay, yeah.
But going back to Ragnarok, so electronics gaming. Apparently, I forgot again which country was it, pero it scored top the one of the best MMORPGs last year. I think it's Thailand or Malaysia. Yun yung first launch nila. And it seems nga that ano ba? May demand eh kasi nung nagkaroon sila nung Ragna Festival.
Okay, wait. Let's stop discussing this. We basically it's a bygone conclusion that Ragnarok is coming back, right? And let's say okay, let's forget about the organization. Let's forget about who's doing it, how he's doing it, and whatnot. What is the interest like for people who want to play Ragnarok again?
What do you mean interest like? Kasi yun nga when I was going
I mean, I saw the
unique-
pictures ng event. They were a pretty decent turnout. But it's a free event, right?
Yeah, it was. And pinilahan siya.
I mean, yes.
Kasi
Oh,
ngumap...
but like I said, it is free. So parang pupunta naman siya kasi free. But what is going on with the world when this MMO from the grave? Are we? Is it just? Kasi okay. Full disclosure, hindi ako nag-PRO kasi sabi ko sobrang toxic ng mga Pilipino nung naglaro ako.
Mhm.
Um, what makes you think, or do you think there are people who thinks that they want to go back to Ragnarok?
Ewan ko Kasi based from na observations ko, um,
If I'm not mistaken, yung characters mo that was moved to another server back when nag-down yung 2015 RO is going back to the Philippine servers ba? Yung account and all that?
no,
Hindi.
no.
So this is all
start
zero.
tayo. Yep. First start tayo.
So why? And what kind of what multipliers are we playing at here? One times?
one times
Or malamang
times
one times 0.5, one times and a half ito.
times one. Times
Both
one.
times one.
Both times one ang sabi sa amin.
Kasi
Nung test ko.
ang ano niyan yung si Level Up dati dahil I mean, I'm not gonna say they're fucking greedy assholes, but they put it in times 1 and then 0.5 for items.
I think with what kasi electronics gaming is doing lalo na with Ragnarok. Sorry, I had to go back now.
Yeah,
It's
go ahead.
times one times one. It's times one times one. And based sa feedbacks ng mga tao,
Who would
ganito yan
want
The
who would want to play times 1 times 1?
Yun ang I think kasi this is coming from a friend of mine. He wants to play
Gaano kahaba yung mitsa ng buhay mo na gusto mo maglaro ng times 1 times 1?
Yun nga Pero syempre, with that said, this is an item mall So item mall daw. So malamang doon sila kukuha ng
But yun na nga,
mag-retail.
hindi. Okay, I'm asking about your dedication as a person to level up your character in an environment where it's times 1 times 1.
Yun nga. Maybe those who have, ayun ko. Ako ngayon, parang when I think about it,
Ako, I won't play on
Parang-
anything that is not times 3 or higher. Kasi these games are designed to grind, and
yep.
I've been through that grind. I don't know if I want to hit 10 million fucking pourings again. or
I think nasa
oh, microphone. Nabunot yung microphone mo, dude. Nag-lose connection. Keep talking so I can tell you when it's back. It's still not there. All right. There you go. Nope. Gone. Nope.
My goodness. Ano nangyari?
Okay. Nandiyan na.
Better ba? Better?
It's okay. It's fine. So you're not using your headset anymore.
Yeah, I'm not using my headset. I think may problem na yung aking plug. Kasi hindi ako naka 10K lang yung laptop ko, kuya. Anyway. Yung, for me, I guess, babalik ako for the sake of nostalgia.
Right. Okay.
For the sake of nostalgia.
You know, hindi. Ako, the only reason why I think I would play it is to provide some form of coverage.
Yeah,
Na
content
bumalik na siya.
actually. Diba?
Oo.
Mm.
Gusto ko lang parang, putangin na, acolyte na naman ako, heal please, bless please. Parang, if I were just a comedic personality, there would be a huge treasure trove of content that I could create that reflects the toxicity of the Philippine players.
Yep. Madami And,
Dude, if you think
ewan
about
ko.
it, just ask some cosplayers to hit ano yung grasshopper na anong pangalan ng grasshopper na monster?
Wait. Nakalimutan ko na. I forgot.
Think about having cosplayers na parang okay, the grasshopper monster, right? And then yung cosplayer na swordsman is trying to tank the grasshopper monster, and then biglang may archer na patak, and then sabihin KS, and then asa, and then all that. Think of that in real in a live action skit for YouTube. Yun lang na, and also
Yeah, it would. Pero ito yan eh. Kasi one of the things that I've learned as I review games before, yung mga enduring games
I mean,
na, ewan ko ito enduring games bro.
Here's a question. What is the content, anong inabot na ng content? Where are we at with the content ng, what version of patch or something? I'm pretty sure we're aware of like the classes, the 2.5x, the 2.5 classes
I'm
or
not
something.
as updated. I'm not as updated sa Ragna
Right.
ngayon. Pero I was able to play as far as yung pinasok nila yung quests. Meron silang pinasok na nila kasi yung quest system.
Right.
They put a quest system yung parang nakikita mo in modern MMOs ngayon. And this one is based dun sa manga.
So wala ka nang move around aimlessly style.
Yeah, pwede kang sumunod. And this one is optional. Hindi siya you can get into the game ng walk around aimlessly, hit a random bug
I mean, during the time I thought I didn't need the quest kasi I just wanted to explore on my own. So totoo lang.
Yeah.
And obviously you were playing around with the game mechanics of heal the damages undead, and fire deals damage to this, and this is weak to this and whatnot. And you were finding the yung kung archer ka pwede kang mag-ledge and stuff like that. So there were some nice gameplay mechanics that you wanted to explore with or without the quest. And obviously nung lumabas yung Ragnarok, we didn't give a shit about the quest. We just wanted to find out kung ano yung other skills natin at the next levels, right?
Right.
And explore this area and be parang the amount of unknowns during that time were also massive, right? Hindi mo alam ano yung saan yung last
it was one
time.
of the reasons why. Kaya nga diba nauso nun yung build ng swordsman na int swordsman because kasi gusto nilang smash ng madami or magnum break. And I mean I get the cynicism talaga kasi syempre
here's what I think, no. I think there's absolutely a place for Ragnarok in the Philippine space. I just don't know if it's gonna take over all over again. Parang araw tayo lahat.
I don't think so.
Whatnot.
I also think na sa ganun.
Right. And
kasi at this point, if yung habol mo yung malaking sorry, nag-ayos din ako ng laptop. Malaking market, it's a bygone era na for Ragna. But the thing about that is may captured market pa rin sila eh. Kasi one of the things that I noticed na it was kind of obvious,
kung
yung
meron
people
kang 10,000
who used
pesos,
to play,
Ragnarok lang pwede mong laruin eh.
pwede. Or DOS.
If you had a 10,000 peso laptop, yun lang pwede mong laruin. Especially if you bought a shitty one.
Diba? And for me kasi parang, yes, nostalgia and all that. Pero kasi, sorry
but you're gonna be playing in X1 XP with your fucking novice and acolyte bullshit all over again. How much nostalgia do you have? Na
That's a question.
You as a novice struggling to level up to level 7, 8, 9 because the fucking grasshoppers are raping your ass. Right?
Yeah. Pero there is a number of masochists.
Yeah.
There is a number of masochists.
Yeah, yung mga tipong bibili ng Intel Atom na laptop. Yun.
Yeah, there's yun nga, diba ng mga masochistang mga players na who will play religiously for the game. And ewan ko, di ko rin alam kung anong mangyayari with the game, but hindi lang naman I am also medyo hesitant Pero I'd like to try the game once in a while. Kasi, aminin ko na sa hindi, yung Ragnarok, yung pinaka-unang game na nilaro ko ng talagang gumastos ako ng malaking pera para malaro eh.
Oh, I think it was shit. No, not CS:GO eh.
Nag-wow ka
Diablo?
ba?
No, hindi ako nag-WoW. Ayoko
Hindi nag-WoW.
Hindi kasi nung lumabas yung World of Warcraft, alam ko na eh. I knew it was time sync kind of gameplay. And tapos na ako sa time sync.
Yeah, it is.
I was sabi ko basically when I reached the end game ng Ragnarok ko when I was playing Ragnarok. Sinabi ko na I'm done with MMOs because I've seen what I'm not saying MMOs are bad. I'm saying when it comes to the experience, I'm tapos na akong ma-experience yung all of it, yung the life of playing MMO, right? It's basically 24/7 grind, quest or sa ibang MMO, you raid, right? You do big man
tama,
raids, big raids. And by then I said, okay, once I do one MMO, I get yung parang sobrang there literally nung nag-aaraw ako and I was grinding my ass off. May mga bisita ako hindi ko pinapansin. As in literally nanonood sila, naglalaro ako ng Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So, I've been there. I understand the game and the struggle. But ako, I have to not experience the same thing anymore. Especially at times 1 times 1. Kasi I was playing at times 3 times 3. Ibig sabihin, I got it faster pa because of the server that I was playing. Anyway, obviously I'm not the target market here. And sorry kung medyo that's the tangent that I'm looking for. But yeah,
It's okay.
This is
Valid tangent. Tsaka ano pala Alex, iba pala yung ano. Wait, what? I am not
how about
hearing.
kung kabaligtaran naman? Since veterans might not have the fire to grind, will Ragnarok attract new players? Yun ang di ko alam. I mean, it's entirely possible because
It is.
the art is cute and the gameplay is strong. I think the gameplay still is strong kasi it actually is yung puts let's call it like this, right? Ragnarok characters are what essentially are Overwatch characters these days. In such a way that they're so unique but they're so powerful in what they do, right? In Ragnarok, the tanks are fucking tanks, right? The healers are
Yes.
super huge healers but can't do shit to damage unless you spec that way. So, kasi in modern MMOs, they don't do that anymore kasi they want to have even the healers and the merchants and isipin mo yung merchant doesn't have any good combat skills, right? They can't
Saan, yung
survive. It's a Ragnarok.
Ay, wait,
yeah.
sorry. Merchants?
Yeah, merchant. It's a Ragnarok. Except for the
meron.
one that spends their money.
Sorry. One of the highest DPS ang merchant. Actually.
Alin, yung
Wait,
ano nila,
pero
yung,
this
yung
is
1,000
one
yen,
single
1,000
one
zeni. Ha?
Yeah, yung Mama Knight.
Yeah, yun na
Yun
nga, yung
yung-
Mamonite. Obviously, yes, it deals damage, but also it's not efficient in that way, right?
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
You can use you'll definitely use Mammonite in PvP, basically. But it's it is ang maganda doon is yun na nga, it's tied to the character because you are a merchant and
Right.
you have skills that are not for combat except for
Right.
this one skill that is related to your character, which is spending money. And that defines you, and that and your experience is so unique, but also frustrating in a lot of ways, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Same in the same way that you can, if you try to play Mercy and try to kill anybody in Overwatch, you'll be frustrated,
Wala ko mangyari.
right?
Right.
So that's what I like about Ragnarok characters, and I think yung MMOs of today, they definitely made you more versatile in a lot of ways. Even if you are a support character, if you support class,
Right.
typically may combat skills and combat effective ka pa rin to a certain extent. And
Exactly.
I do like that way na the Ragnarok, and that's why I also don't want to play more MMOs because okay, it's just another guy. I'm a swordsman, but I can heal. Also a tank, and I also can support my other dudes. And if I sit
Yeah,
down or
blood.
do something, I should be able to buff myself in some way. So what do I need other people for? Anyway, so I digress.
Yeah.
uh, the characters and the gameplay is strong sa Ragnarok. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yung actual account. What is this? This is the
Yeah,
website.
that's the actual site. That's the actual site.
Okay.
Nung bago, quote unquote. But still, hindi pa sila...
Oh, there's the new site. There it is.
yeah, that's the new one.
Hmm.
And ano yan eh.
How do I get out of this
Uh,
chat box?
yeah. Sa ngayon kasi what they're doing is CBT sila by mid-June.
What is CBT? Ah,
Closed
closed
beta
beta test. Okay. Let's see. Let's read some comments here. Gagawa ako ng video gameplay dyan. Sabi ni Norms, Farmer Sandwich. How about kung kabaligtaran naman? Since veterans might not have the fire to grind. Nabasa ko na yan. Juan Carlo Cura. I don't think so. Yung ibang tao gusto nila instant na lang. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maigi pa 4 times. Ayoko nang magtagal laruin. Farmer Sanchez, kung sa bagay, maraming bata ngayon na walang patience. Ragnarok, they put back target nila yata yung young generation.
Yung lumang generation.
Okay,
Yung
so,
mga
hindi.
taong...
I also have this this notion that if I'm to take obviously this is not if I'm to take this with a grain not a grain of salt. If I'm to seriously consider Ragnarok in 2017, there are several things that are not gameplay wise it doesn't hold up, and I mean whatever it is that doesn't hold up to certain things.
Of course.
And since we're talking about yung kaya nga si Junching sabi niya kailangan 4 times kaya para matagal. Is with our sort of gaming ano ba to? With the gaming not community.
Attitude?
Gaming with where gaming is at in 2017.
Okay.
Do you think people will sit down on their computers for hours now? Kasi I don't think so ang mangyayari. I think it's on mobile most of the time. Eh. A lot of people are busier now because of their phones. A lot of there's a lot of things you do now that online like Facebook and Twitter and
Right.
you watch YouTube. Nung time ng Ragnarok, there was not a lot of that, right? There was a lot of just playing Ragnarok and doon kayo nakikipag-socialize sa Ragnarok and whatnot. Hindi na rin uso wala na rin era na masyado. I mean, there's still stuff na natitirang ganun, but yung culture na net cafe, hindi rin ganun kauso, right? Everybody browses the net on their phones. They have free Facebook on their phones. So, in this modern day of mobile phones and gadgets and tablets and stuff like that, and people with laptops and whatnot, I don't know if yung Ragnarok lifestyle can survive in a lot of people's lifestyle.
Yun yung ano eh. And for me, that's for me at least for me, as someone who's observing, it's interesting to see if it would or if
Right.
it won't. Kasi, di ba, like sinabi mo na lahat ng
But
mga factors.
like I
of
said,
it,
there will be a place. I just think it's gonna be a super niche
Yeah, it
thing.
would.
Yeah.
Pero, tingnan natin. Kasi, this is, based from my experience, lalo na dun sa mga may companies na talagang locally, na hanggang ngayon nagugulat ako na buhay pa rin yung game.
Right.
Sinasabi sa akin,
No, they just
na-
run lean. Lean. They just don't skeleton crew lang and whatnot, right?
yeah. Pero, hindi siya full-blown eh. And the thing about that is, people are still willing to shell out cash eh.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, ako honestly, I think this our Ragnarok in 2017 will survive. I don't think
It will-
it will
pero it will
thrive,
not-
but it will
Yeah,
survive.
it will not. For me rin.
Hmm.
Kasi, ewan ko, for me, with Ragnarok, with what's happening sa Ragnarok, I don't think na it's going to go against, let's say, other gaming
No.
choices.
Yeah.
No, it's hindi ako kasi.
Right.
Pero, ang tanong dito is, has Ragnarok earned enough goodwill dun sa mga players that for them to go back and play the game like they used to?
Right. I mean, yeah, it's big news, but I don't think it's that big. Yun lang
Yeah.
sinasabi ko. That's what I think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Pero
don't
ako,
know,
I'll be the first one to be playing the CBT. Sigurado yan.
Yeah.
Gusto ko na laruin ulit.
Maybe when it's public, I'll play. I'm not interested in beta testing something.
Tapos habang nilalaro ko yung game, piniplay ko yung kanta ng Ragnarok na kinanta ng Star Circle Quest.
I'm gonna be 100% sure that the CBT will be full of bugs, so I'm not interested in that shit. You like, disconnect na naman, server issues, blah 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 blah, server down.
Parang TOS lang. Wait.
It's a different TOS is well, the sino ba to? Si Lee Min Hyung ba yun or something? He's not working for Gravity anymore. He's so yung TOS problems was not because of Gravity mishandling the launch of TOS.
Sila mismo yung may problema nun.
Yeah.
Actually,
John Carlo Cura, ako naman grinding sa Diablo 3, nakaka 4 hours ako sa bahay. Parmesan ang uso ngayon, Mobile Legends, di ba? Yeah. So, we'll talk about Mobile Legends, but what is your closing thoughts on Ragnarok Online?
Ako sa akin, I think it's going to survive. The game after it's going to survive.
How long do you think if they what is your realistic yung parang how long do you think they can last RO Philippines realistically as a server to make it so that they're still earning?
Based from what I've seen, based from what they're doing now, ang pinaka-estimate ko na tatagal siya 3 years.
Yeah, ako 2 years. 2019, 2020 mawawala na yung server na yan.
Yeah, mga ganun. 3 years, 2 years, more or less. Pero, malay mo, I actually would be happy na ma-proven wrong. Malay natin.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Kasi pansin mo, aside from Ragnarok, hindi lang Ragnarok yung bumalik eh. Hindi lang yung Ragnarok yung bumalik.
Bakit? Ano pa yung bumalik?
Special Force.
Oh, God damn it.
Bumalik ang Special Force, di ba? You're using the mousepad. You're using the Special Force mousepad.
Not for lack of trying.
I know. Pero alam mo yun, parang napansin mo may trend ngayon eh. Hindi lang sa movies, hindi lang sa mga palabas, pero kahit sa games.
All they have to do is make CS:GO free to play.
Yeah.
It's just these games yung mga Special Force and yung Crossfire. All they need to do is make CS:GO free to play, mawawala si Crossfire and Special Force.
Pero kawawa naman tayong naglaro sa CS:GO kung ganun. Medyo toxic na nga yung...
Yeah, toxic na nga.
Toxic na nga yung ibang yung ibang nationality.
The same thing happened with Team Fortress 2. So
ay oo. Sobrang naghihinayang ako dun. Pero Paladins ako ngayon eh. So,
Paladins. Okay, so talking about League of Legends, so we can move on to another topic here. Speaking of League of Legends, speaking of Mobile Legends, si Huawei nag-launch ng tablet recently that is they're claiming to be perfect for playing Mobile Legends. And this
tanda ko.
Tanda mo. Yeah, so this would be the two tablets na this would be the MediaTek MediaPad.
MediaPad T2.
Yes, MediaPad
7.0.
And MediaPad M3. I'm a big fan of the M3, but that's because medyo high-end siya. And I think the T2 is super forgettable.
Yeah. Yung M3 doon ako nag-fixate sa M3 when we were testing it out.
Right. So how do we start discussing this? Okay, if you are super
playing
budget,
Mobile Legends.
if you want to play Mobile Legends and then your budget is under 10,000, The T2, which is not on your screen right now, the girl on your screen is using the M3. All right, this is the T2, the T2 7.0. It's a really low spec tablet, but ang claim to fame niya lang, and the thing that sort of makes it worth the 7.5 is just the Huawei build and brand mostly. We're talking about the Spreadtrum 9810i processor, which is hindi sobrang baba na Spreadtrum processor, but it's still a Spreadtrum. I know you're not familiar too much with the processor specs and whatnot, but I'm not gonna say basura, but
Pwede ako mag-compare. Meron ako pwedeng compare. Mas gusto ko pa yung Flash, yung Flash Plus 2.
well, yes, the Flash Plus 2 is definitely much better.
Mas gusto ko pa siya kaysa sa T2 kung maglalaro ako ng Mobile Legends.
Right. So, as you can see here, okay, here's the specs. It's shown on screen right now. MediaPad T2 is 7490, Spreadtrum quad-core SE9830i. When it comes to Spreadtrum, the SE9830i is like if you were to put it in a phone, in a local brand, it would be around 4,000, 5,000 pesos. 4,000 max. Or 4,500 max. So in this, the only reasoning behind the price, which is 7,500, is because Huawei built it. And honestly, the device feels better than plastic shit naman eh, di ba? It doesn't feel like shit, right?
Yeah.
So, yun ang ano niya. But you played Mobile Legends on the T2 7.0 na nagpa-practice tayo, right?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, and ako may nakikita ako stutter sa tutorial and dun sa ano. But it was playable for the most part. Was it not?
I think, kaya lang naman nagsa-stutter, medyo pangit yung internet natin nung time na yun eh.
That's very possible sa totoo. Yeah, it
diba?
could be.
Medyo kaway natin yung other team eh. Sila,
yeah.
I think, pero so far, it was solid, pero ewan ko.
It's not something you want to be stuck with.
Yes.
Unless you really had to. So anyway, ito yung specs. Android 6.0 Marshmallow. We have 2 megapixel cameras on front and back. From what I researched, 2 gigs of RAM siya, although may discrepancy dun sa binigay na papel. And we have 4,100 milliampere hour battery. Honestly, don't buy this unless you really need a tablet that plays Mobile Legends. But if you were to ask me honestly, and you don't have to buy if you don't necessarily have to have a Huawei brand, there's a lot of alternatives at 7,500.
So what's the alternative that you have at the top of your head?
A lot of phones. A lot of the 5-inch phones.
5-inch phones.
Or basically, to be honest, if Flash Plus 2 was still around, pareho ng price to, 7.5.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're looking at a major difference here. You're looking at your 1080p display na octa-core processor with a fingerprint scanner made of metal with 13 megapixel camera and what else I forgot. Versus this, which is the lowest.
I'm really, really, really happy with the Flash.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice, I admit. So, nga, that's why I'm asking you to compare. For 7,500, would you get this over that? Because they're all the same price, although you can't find the Flash Plus 2 anymore.
Kung I'm still gonna get the Flash Plus 2 over
obviously,
the T2.
Yeah. The display alone, it's 1024 by 600 versus 1920 by 1080. That's not even HD versus full HD and all that. Yeah. So, if you were to ask me, this is not a good value proposition unless you're a fan of Huawei, unless you like the build, and you gotta have a tablet that calls and texts with LTE and plays Mobile Legends.
Na-test ba natin ng other games? Kasi I wasn't able to download other games.
Wala, hindi naman tayo makakapag-download dun eh. Alright, so let's talk about this one. Kasi dito ako, this is the much better value one, despite the fact that malaki yung price difference yan.
Sobra.
This is the MediaPad M3.
Wait, is that the M3 or yung T2? I think yung T2 nasa video ngayon.
No, that's the M3. If you're watching the stream, it's delayed.
Yeah, hindi, nasa screen. Sa
That's
Skype.
that's the MediaTek M3. I mean MediaPad M3. Fucking MediaTek.
MediaPad.
The ate though.
Sobrang ano,
I can watch this ate all
yung
day.
yun nga, si ate kasi nakaka-distract
Yeah.
gumigiling Anyway, yung build, feel, and yung difference between from the T2
Night
and
and
the
day.
MT, ang laki ng ano eh.
Night
Ang
and
laki.
day. Night and day. Oh. So,
Diba?
it's understandable because you're paying 19,000 pesos for this guy. But also understandable because it's actually for the price very value for money. kasi
Wait, anong ano to? Ano yung price na 18 ba? 19, I
18,990.
think.
18,990. So basically 19K.
Yeah.
So
Bumili ka na ng iPad.
what we're getting here is Huawei Kirin 950 octa-core, which is just an underclocked version of the Huawei P9, the photography expert. I forgot kung ano yung target nilang name dun. But the Huawei P9, which is a very popular phone from 2016, that is the processor ng 950, except it's slightly slower, right? The resolution of the display is even higher than the Huawei P9. The P9 is just a 1080p display. This is a 1440p display plus. It's Quad HD plus kasi 1600. 2560 by 1600 instead of 2560 by 1440. So we get another 160 pixels in height over Quad HD, which is already a lot of resolution versus the 1080. So this is even better value for display. And unfortunately, our camera lang yung nagsuffer dito, which we don't get the 12 megapixel Leica cameras ng Huawei P9. We get 8 megapixel and 8 megapixel, right? And then the memory is even more. So the Huawei P9 has only 3 gigs of RAM. The MediaPad is 4 gigs of RAM. They're LTE capable and call and text, both of them. The battery is bigger on this, of course, because it's a tablet, and then you get the stereo Harman Kardon speakers.
Right.
And also, it also still has this fingerprint scanner and whatnot and blah, blah, blah.
So bibili ka na lang, kumuha ka na lang ng M3?
If you're on a budget and you want the Huawei P9 and you don't need its camera, this is a way better value than the P9.
Right.
You're getting a bigger
Noted.
display, better display in resolution. You're getting... All right, we should be back.
Yeah. Okay na ba yung headphones?
Yes,
Or
yes,
no?
yes. Bumalik ka na rin. The headphones are working na.
Okay.
Okay. Nabuhay ulit. Sorry, na-disconnect ako for some reason. But yeah, so we were talking about the MediaTek M3. Fucking
MediaPad.
fuck.
Kanina ka pa nagmi-MediaTek, man.
MediaPad M3, and yun na nga, it's a better value Huawei P9 without the cameras of the Huawei P9. It all boils down to that. And GPish says I have two GTX 1080s. Good for you, sir, from Periscope. Yeah, so it's a nice tablet, but I don't know if... I mean, you could substitute this for a phone, honestly, kasi it may call and text siya.
Yun yung ano eh, diba? Yung, I think I remember exactly when you asked about it.
Yeah.
Parang, ano pa naging reaction mo? Ito na lang, mag-phone na, kesa mag-phone ako.
Right, no, I
Just
mean, me personally, I'd still go with the P9 because of the photography stuff. But if I were centered towards multimedia and gaming like you would be, it's possible that this might be better for you, especially since mas mura pa siya by about 4,000 pesos over the P9.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, the display is even better, your battery is bigger. This is good for gaming talaga. So if you want to be playing like Mobile Legends talaga, and the market for gaming tablets these days for Android is getting bigger because of all our, mobile games that are getting more popular, diba?
Yeah.
So this is a promising tablet. I just don't know if people will respond to it because they just don't understand it. Typically mga tao, they don't understand these things, so they never actually consider a 19,000 peso tablet because they don't know what's inside it.
Yeah.
For the most part. But yeah, yun na nga dito. I don't know kung yung people sa chat would be interested in this. And I know yung mga tao sa chat is not necessarily moneyed enough to buy a 19,000 peso tablet. So
Kaya nga eh.
it makes sense. But if you were just to be in the market for a high-end phone, this is like a high-end tablet without and the phone for less than the high-end phone's cost.
Yeah. Kasi
Right.
diba parang I think in the perspective of yung someone who doesn't know anything at all and parang gusto niya na lang ng bagong phone or something that works like a phone where
Yeah.
you can play. I think
And
the
also
M3 is
there are fans of yung tablet na yun
yeah.
yung ginagawa nilang call and text.
Yeah, you see, yung remember when yung I used to work for the company that had yung BenQ, yung one of si the one who was handling BenQ then. Sorry, mention ako. She was using yung Samsung Note 1 pa.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was way back then. So
Right.
I think yeah, diba, may fan yan. I don't
Yeah, so
it's
there
interesting.
was I want to say sa 2017 and late 2016 hindi na sobra, but back in 2015, 2016 marami ako nakitang ganito, especially females, babae.
Mhm.
Because they usually have bags and they don't put their phones in their pockets.
Yeah.
So they're fine with a tablet form factor and then they just use yung headsets or minsan tinatapat nila talaga sa mukha nila para sa calls nila.
Oh, parang weird pero there's still yun eh, parang weird and they're supposed to be the one who's more ano may pakialam dyan sa ganyan pero they still use it, diba?
Yeah. It has become common to a certain extent. But yun na nga, medyo nabawasan yan because of recent developments in, phones and stuff because mas naging fashionable yung phones and tablets became a little bit more less popular. But then again,
Yeah.
these days nga kasi these days the tablets are now for gamers, a lot of them. So it's worth considering, but I don't think I'd still use a phone because I don't play on my Android tablet. I don't
Ako
play
rin.
Android tablet games as much.
Pero yeah, unless we're forced kasi
Yeah.
may price.
Right. May price. So yeah, I mean, Mobile Legends is getting more popular. So this could become an actual segment na lalaki pa. Kasi if you saw yung Huawei executive si Nino Carandang talk about tablets, he said there are yung market ni Huawei for their tablets is getting bigger while the others are getting smaller. So I don't know what trend that means. It could be. I think basically what's happening is a lot of the people who play Clash of Clans started buying tablets. A lot of people who started playing Clash Royale and then obviously eventually played Vainglory or Mobile Legends. This could be a growing market because of the games ng Android these days.
Actually, ano lang, segue ng konti with when you mentioned Vainglory,
Uh-huh.
dumami yung bumili ng iPads because of Vainglory.
Well, that's understandable. Understandable.
Yeah. Ewan ko, and it's ano eh, yung
I'm sure dumami din naman yung bumili ng iPad for Hearthstone and stuff like that.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, true. And then it's interesting lang din to see yung trend these days na parang if you're really playing yung medyo yung parang MOBA games or yung
Right.
mga medyo AAA titles, PC, pero the rest of the world, the casual people, quote unquote, ayoko magtag or whatever. they would play on the mobile and kasi
Yeah.
diba I'm not
It's understandable.
I'm not,
It's understandable.
ayoko sila tawagin casuals kasi paminsan mas malala pa sila sa actual hardcore gamers na mas matagal pa sila sa computer, sa cellphone nila kaysa sa PC players.
I call them mobile gamers, not casual gamers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't really.
It's another thing that we don't want to get into.
Kasi okay, so iba yung definition ko ng casual gaming.
Yeah.
I call myself a casual gamer kasi I play casually. Yeah. Yung
Yeah,
parang
ako rin.
I would just casually start playing Rise of the Tomb Raider and then stop playing casually. Right? Hindi yung parang hindi ko siya lalaroin for like 6 hours straight. Or something like that. Sometimes I do, but for the most part kasi my gaming habits are very intermittent. Parang ganun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can't call myself a hardcore gamer because hindi ko matagalan ang, let's say, playing League of Legends for more than 5 games or something like that. And nung nag-MMO pa ako, nagra-Ragnarok ako, I had to take breaks often.
Yeah.
Kahit yun ang gusto ko sa Ragnarok is I can just sit sa isang area
And, tumambay ka lang.
wait for mobs. And yun yung casual ko because the mobs would just respawn and I would kill them when they respawn.
Yeah.
And I would be relaxing most of the time in between, right?
Yeah.
Ayoko yung parang, tara, takbo tayo dito, takbo, just keep grinding, move forward, grind. I want to sit down and basically kwento-kwento ng konti if I had to. And unfortunately, the newer MMOs don't have that anymore. Wala na masyadong tambay aspect.
Wala na nga eh.
Sa mga
Yun
instance.
yung na-miss ko.
Yeah.
Yun yung actually na-miss ko sa modern MMOs now.
Wala nang tambay aspect. Yung parang magse-set up kayo ng area sa glass time or something like that, right?
I think the closest na experience ko yung gano'n would be si BioWare, yung Star Wars na MMO.
I never. This is KOTOR, right? Wait.
SWTOR.
SWTOR, yeah, SWTOR. So yeah, that's how that would be. I mean, what is your closing remarks on the Huawei stuff?
Ako, if money's no object, I guess, and I would really get the M3.
Yeah,
Kasi
especially
I love-
for
okay,
your kind of content that you, and your style
Yeah.
of ano eh. Bagay na
Kasi-
bagay sa yun eh.
yung M3 eh.
Yeah.
Pag-isipan ko. Pero kasi I have
See, if you're not familiar, see Vincent kasi he likes mobile games and he likes to cover mobile, right? For the more or less, more than I do.
inclined.
More than I do.
More than you do.
Yeah, more than I do.
If-face natin sa more than you do. Pero
Yeah.
kasi I love my
Kasi,
LOL.
I say that because you asked me about tips
A lot,
kung,
yeah.
kung paano mag-stream and you ask me streaming and recording tips on while gaming on Android
on
mobile.
Android.
Yes. So that makes me think that you want to create content for that platform. While I don't give a shit about creating content for mobile so much. It's just a pain in the butt to capture for
Yeah.
to professionally, you can capture it unprofessionally. There are parang software
Ways.
things that you can do, but it's not the professional way that I capture in may capture card ako, ay dadaanin ko siya sa computer where I can format the content however I want, diba? But
Kasi
yeah, there are ways to unprofessionally capture Android gameplay or mobile gameplay.
Yeah. Kasi diba, ano yun eh, parang pwede mo rough lang eh. Video, yung camera na sa akin, nakatutok, tapos I
Right.
just play
And
the game.
yung microphone is kind of bad because hindi mo pwedeng saksakan. You have to hear the game sounds and all that bullshit. All right, so that would be it. Anyway, I mean, ang next topic would be the Moto G4 Plus if people are still awake for that. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but I'm gonna let you go if that's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maraming
Okay,
salamat
I'm good.
maraming salamat sa pag-participate in our first time. I was actually kind of looking forward to this. Medyo na bad trip lang ako dun sa gaming PC bullshit. It sort of offends me that you could think that you could play games on a fucking 10,000 peso budget. Like even a desktop can't game at 10,000 pesos, right?
If you want to play Minesweeper or
Minesweeper, Solitaire. No, I mean,
Solitaire.
yeah, I understand. It's fucking money is fucking tight and all that, and I really feel bad about really going
Yeah.
fucking crazy about that. But it really fucking triggers me that this person that just bought a 1080 Ti, you ask, parang it's like asking somebody who just bought a fucking Lamborghini if he can buy a Lamborghini for 10,000 pesos. Right?
parang yung sports card na red, tapos yung binigyan ka ng kalahati.
No,
or-
it's like asking somebody who respects the amount of stuff that you actually the money you have to put into something to get a lot more out of it. And then binabarat mo siya and say something, kaya ko bang buuin yan ng ganito? Right? I understand that's not. I mean, I really.
That wasn't the ano naman.
Yun na
Pero
nga,
syempre, I understand where you're coming from.
honestly, may message ko si Rainer after this. Medyo, I gotta explain this to him because I think he's not online anymore. He's taking a. Actually, he's working at this hour and usually nagbe-break lang siya to join the show.
Right.
But yun na nga, it actually offends somebody. I think yun na nga. I think I took a little bit of ano dun, offense when you underestimate the need, the amount of thing for something that is like that. Yun na nga, yung parang,
Hindi,
yun na
tsaka,
nga.
I see rin eh. Kasi diba, when we talk off cam, parang whenever I talk to you about stuff, I see the range nung gagastusin ko if
Right.
I want to have my own, my own rig, my own setup,
Yeah.
than if I want to like stream games. And parang, I mean, I would have, I think I have come to a point that I've exposed myself enough with people and the price range and the amount of things.
So
Hindi lang ikaw, it's
you have a general idea.
yeah.
Right. Oo.
And tapos sipahin ako ni Makmak eh. Yun. Ang tagal na kaming kaibigan eh.
I know.
Even before,
if you're
diba,
not
even
if you're not familiar who's referring to, he's talking about Boss Mac of Back to Gaming.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, I was the better half of Back to Gaming before.
yeah. So
I
if
was
you
the handsome
obviously Back to Gaming, the number one PC gaming, or it could be gaming site sa Pilipinas. I guess you could say number one. Meron bang
Yeah.
right? Right now, and then malaki siya ngayon. Sobrang laki niya ngayon. He's yeah. So
And ano wait lang. Bago ako mag-separate kasi may nagtatanong si Ryan J.
yeah.
Desmond.
Oo.
Tapos,
See Huawei GR5 2017. I honestly haven't tried it yet. See GR5. Oh, here. Okay, I wanted to talk about this, but it just nawala sa usapan natin because I had to fucking rant. But here is a mega huge, super duper, fucking blow your mind tip right now from me to save money on a smartphone. Go to OLX and type Huawei P9 on the search bar.
Right.
And you can see how do I say this? Okay, so from my research, it looks like nagbabagsakan ang price ng Huawei P9 by a massive amount. Huawei P9, the regular one that I use, that I have, and all of these are being listed as Huawei P9, so they're the same. SRP right now, even today, is 24,000 pesos. 23, let's say 23,000 pesos. And if you search for Huawei P9 sa OLX or other second-hand sites, but OLX is the more popular one, you might be able to find a Huawei P9 second-hand for 15 or below. I see 12,000, yung pinakamababa. But ang average na nakikita ko is 14, 15,000. And at 15,000 pesos, the Huawei P9 is, I want to say, a must-buy. It's a extremely good phone, and if you can find a good deal, don't buy the Lite. The Lite is obviously a piece of shit that Huawei just branded like that, so they can probably try to sell it. But look at this. There's 14,000 peso Huawei P9. There's a, let's see, P9 Glow Block for, no, don't buy the P9 Glow Block. Gray Huawei P9, 18,000. Huawei P9 Prestige Gold in Cebu is 14,000. In Mandaluyong, Huawei P9 semi-complete, month-old, 15,000 pesos. Titanium Gray, 15,499. Huawei P9 Urig, Quezon City, 14,500. Huawei P9 Gray, Makati, 15. Huawei P9 Binyu and Sealed in Cebu is 15. A lot of P9s are selling for 15K. And at 15K, I think it's a steal. There's a 14K one in Malabon. San Pedro has 15K. I think this is a steal. This is a steal of a phone for 15K. And I want to talk about this early, but unfortunately, na-distract ako ng gaming for 10,000 pesos.
What do you think, ano ba? What do you think happened? Bakit nagkaganyan yung mga
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just the resale value. It's just nobody recognizes the phone, the brand, the Huawei, right? Kasi yung mga
Yeah.
like this is a 2016 phone. And if you think about it, the Galaxy S7 is a 2016 phone. It's still not selling for less for much less than 20,000 pesos.
Dang.
This is a really
It's
good
ano
phone for 15K. It's sad that it's not brand new. Pero it's honestly a very good deal. And if you can find it at like, look at this, Lipas, well, Batangas ito, but 9,000 pesos for a P9. This is life hack. This is a fucking life hack.
Oh, yung gastos mo pupuntang Batangas is around 300.
Well, yeah, pwede. Let's see. Let's maghanap tayo ng Metro Manila lang. Let's try Metro Manila.
Pero mas if you think about it, kung gagas, pabiyahe ka to Batangas to get a P9
Yeah, mura pa rin yun.
9K,
Nakabiyahe ka pa.
wala eh.
Less
Oh,
than 1,000 lang yun.
diba?
Let's see. P9 Lite yan. P9 for Prestige Gold, 13.5. Nabenta na ata yung 12,000 na nakita ko. There's one for gold, 14,000. 13.5 sa Malabon. Valenzuela is 14,000. Let's see, what else? 14. Let's see. Yeah, they're all, a lot of majority are in 14,000 peso price range. Some are more expensive, but generally if they're second hand, it's 14,000 pesos. And yun na nga, so I think this is a really good bargain phone and flagship 20. If you actually are able to see a P9 in person, you will be blown away. Look at this guy. Huawei P9 Gold, 4-month-old, repriced, 13,000 pesos. This is a steal. This is like the Surface Pro of cell phones right now. And it's only 1 year old. So I do recommend, if you are somebody who's looking for a bargain on a smartphone, if you can if you're okay with the second-hand phone, consider getting a Huawei P9. Even though most likely the resale value will be much lower by the time you sell it. Look at this guy, Huawei P9 Rush, 11,000 pesos. Papatusin ko to kung may pera ako. Look at this guy. Look at this.
Price na before?
24 nga siya SRP even today.
24?
Yes.
Wow.
Even today.
Damn.
Look,
Kung may pera daw ganyan,
I can go to CMK cell phones right now. I can go to Lazada right now. I'll type in Huawei P9. Let's see.
Grabe, laki ng cut,
I know. It's crazy. I don't know how they're getting their Huawei P9. Maybe it's imported. I'm not sure. Look, P9 LTE right now. LG G5, but nobody wants an LG G5. Okay, cash price of CMK cell phones is 22,590. Still still available. Huawei P9 sa Lazada. Let's see. Huawei P9. Oh, this might be. Let's look for price low to high. P9. I should not have done that, I guess. Let's go back to not price. No. Relevance. So another Huawei P9, 23, 25, 26. Okay, the cheapest one is 20,899. This is from abroad. 21,000 for abroad Huawei P9 from Lazada, brand new. So, I mean, sure, 5,000 peso discount for a second-hand phone, fine. But it's a really good phone for 15,000 pesos. And si Ryan J. Quismindo, planning to buy Huawei GR5 2017 12K HP mall price. Worth it ba mga kuya? I think if you can snatch a P9 second hand instead of GR5 2017, go for a P9. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. Just go for a P9 if you can. If you can't, wala akong experience with the GR5. I can't tell you exactly if it's good or bad, but I want to say it's okay. It's decent, and then the Huawei makes good phones. But for 12,000 pesos, I will ask for much more than what the GR5 offers. If I had 12,000 pesos and looking for something brand new, uh, around that price, I would go with the Zenfone 3. Uh,
Which Zenfone 3? As in the Zenfone 3
yung
9
5.2 inch, not 3 gigs
Ah,
RAM.
yung Max?
No, 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 no. I'm looking for the regular Zenfone 3 na 5.2. Um, kasi the 5.2 inch, where's the 5.2 inch here? ZE5, ZE520KL. Right? That's it. ZE50. Shit, ano nangyari? ZE522 ba yun? 520KL. Here you go. 13K. Pangit yung review for some reason. This is not, this is imported. Ang bilis maloban according to this guy. Alright, so I would suggest you get this one. It's a Zenfone 3 ZE520KL. Even though this is imported, 13,290, you're getting an amazing phone. Snapdragon 625 is... Go want to do a full-on demonstration. Babalik ako dun sa demo area ko over there, which I have to move the camera and the microphone. I guess I'll do the full-on. Let's bring out the music. We'll just do like a 10-minute demonstration of the phone. Oh, by the way, let's talk about the camera agad. Let's start with the camera because the camera is okay, but not super huge impressiveness. Nasan yung kailangan ko tanggalin? Skype, there we go. So, some of the camera samples I have are right here. They would be around here somewhere. Saan napunta? Oh crap, nag-minimize lahat ng windows ko. Okay. Ako nilagay yung camera samples. Well, it's right here. God damn it. Desktop. Moto. Wala siya, no? I thought, there we go. God damn it. Okay, let's talk about the camera samples sandali. Most of these are low light because I wasn't able to take a lot of, bright light photos. But it is respectable. The 16 megapixel camera ng Moto G4 Plus is respectable. Here's low light shot. As you can see, yung ating background ng ating stream right now is this, or the title. And I like this shot right here, which is a little bit of bokeh dun sa kamay ko and bokeh dun sa background na street road, which is decent focus, decent quality in midday or about to low light. Here's a photo of the box of the 1080 Ti. You can see the noise a little bit right here. You want me to go full screen, I'll go full screen. There's a little bit of noise, but it's perfectly passable, right? There's not a lot to complain about when it comes to this camera in regular quality mode. But this is like a 14,000 peso phone. I don't know kung diniscountan na nila to. God damn, ang hirap mag green screen ngayon. I don't understand why my green screen is failing this hour, but god damn it. Kuya Alex, natakon yung nag-spam chat sa... Wala na, they would leave once they figure out that it's yung pag na-raid ka ng ganon, it's more like YouTube algorithm, and it's not because they'll stay because they don't want to watch that kind of stuff. It's a lot about YouTube algorithm, and it's nice that YouTube is actually pinapansin tayo, nilalagay tayo sa front page. Basically what happens there is YouTube would when you get an influx of viewers like that, that's because YouTube puts you in the front page. And obviously wala na tayo sa front page after like the first hour or so. Because YouTube will figure if people are leaving. If people are leaving, then paunti yung priority mo sa front page. But anyway, YouTube gave us a chance, and I thank them for it. Honestly, I think when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, I'm a recipient of the positive side of it because of the content that I create, and my choice of content is not the content that YouTube is punishing right now, because my content is clean despite the fact that I fucking rage like a madman. it's still because I rage about. I don't make fake videos. I don't make fake pranks. I don't make videos where I pretend like black people are really violent. I don't pretend. I don't make fake videos where I call out, that these ethnicities or races are worse than the other one. I don't make gold digger pranks that are fake as fuck. I don't make fake as fuck pranks where, okay, I'm gonna pick up this girl and then within 5 seconds I'll be touching her ass, because those are fucking fake. All of the pranks you see on YouTube are fake. And I don't do that. And that's what they're eliminating. Majority of that. Bukod doon are people who call out other people and create drama. PewDiePie, that's why he's complaining. Wala namang gaming content si PewDiePie ngayon. It's all fucking drama from PewDiePie. It's like, but the worst thing ever. He doesn't play games anymore. Marami magagalit sa akin. PewDiePie's life! So here's some more shots. Low light. There's a little bit of grain, but honestly respectable. The thing that really, really has a problem with the Moto G4, and I'll show you some more samples here. Oh yeah, here's some more low light. You can see the setup here. So the main problem with the Moto G4 is overheating. And I'll show you the Moto G4 later. The design is actually super good. If you watch this video right here, this is a 1080p video that I recorded with the Moto G4 Plus. And by around the 7-minute mark of how I'm recording this, the recording literally stutters like fucking madman. Also, by the way, this is my 1080 Ti if you're wondering. Look how bad it is in focusing, and it's stuttering like mad. I know most likely mahirap makita online on YouTube, but this is stuttering like more, parang nagfe-frame skip talaga. As in frame skip city. Sometimes, yeah, it's frame skip like that. Oh, skip. And this is not my PC. My PC is handling this video fine. The Moto G4 Plus is, because nag-overheat siya, has problems continuing this recording session. And the later it goes, look at the image quality as it deteriorates the later the video is. The image quality goes much worse because the processor just couldn't handle the extra bits and graphical things that it needs to process because it's overheating. And that's par for the course for the processor that Lenovo and Motorola have decided to put in here, which is unfortunate because it's a Snapdragon 617 processor, which is what, 2015 era. Now, I'm not necessarily bashing Lenovo or Motorola because of that, but it just makes video recording on this phone completely impossible. Imagine if you were like a family and kumakanta yung bunso nyo, or kumakanta yung anak mo, or nagsuswim unang swimming, or nagpunta kayo sa bakasyon, nagswimming kayo, and yung girlfriend mo sumayaw or some shit like that, right? The Moto G4 Plus will lag like a motherfucker once you start recording video. And that's the big problem with it. I mean, you can shoot photos no problem, and if you keep shooting photos for long periods of time, it will still overheat, but not as bad as the video side, because the video is just that is the worst part. Yung video is the worst part because the stutter and the image quality loss is massive. And that also goes for gaming, which I'll show you in just a bit. But long story short, if you play NBA 2K17, which is my new way to show how overheating happens. NBA 2K17, I think the quarters are like 2 minutes each, right? And si Moto G4 Plus, maglalag na siya and sobrang unplayable stutter. Nasa second quarter of the game ka pa lang on NBA 2K17. In the middle of second quarter, sobrang lag na siya. And these are not full quarters. I think 3 minutes per quarter pag naglalaro ka ng game. So that's what? In 5 minutes, overheat city na si Moto G4 Plus. It's very hard to play, as in nagmo-move ka forward, binitawan mo na, magmo-move pa rin forward yung character mo because hindi niya sa sobrang lag niya, hindi niya mabasa yung inputs mo fast enough. And that's symptomatic of the Snapdragon 617 processor, which is terrible overheating and underclocking symptoms. Which is sad because the phone itself is a very, very nice looking phone, which we'll get to right now. Excuse lang while I move my microphone and webcam. And no, hindi ko, sorry. I spent a lot of my
His name is
whatever.
John
1080 Ti, I bought it. You could say pinaghirapan ko yun, but a lot of people will say, no, pamigay mo na lang yan. Give me another 30 seconds and we'll be okay with this demo. We'll be starting the demo. Sadly, I can't watch the stream. I'm gonna do watch it from my phone here. Okay. Here we go. Stop it. Stop it, TV. Let's do it. Ah, damn it. Alright, whatever then. So here's the Moto G4 Plus. Oh, well, sorry, I forgot to change the camera. Alright. Here's the Moto G4 Plus. It's actually a very nice looking phone. Sobrang unfortunate nga talaga with the overheating issues. But here's the phone, and one thing I really do like is the design. I mean, pag pinatong mo siya like this, it looks like a nice, elegant phone. Medyo nondescript siya, but it looks very nice. It's actually relatively thin, and plastic ito, but it looks nice. I would have wanted yung bakal yung buttons or something, but you know what? I can't really complain. It's still a very nice looking phone. The fingerprint scanner is very fast. You can see right there, very fast fingerprint scanner. And the user interface is very fast because it's Android, right? There's very little to complain about. It's just if you could have gotten us a better processor here, just a better processor, this could have been an amazing phone. I mean, it's like 14,000 pesos SRP. I'm not sure kung magkano na siya ngayon, but I want to say it's still 14,000 pesos. Hindi naman masyado nagdi-discount si Motorola these days. It's sad. But look at this back. This is a nice looking back for 14,000 pesos. This is a very classy phone for the price that you're paying. And the 16 megapixel camera, the front facing camera is also decent, which is, I believe, 5 megapixels. And like I said, I mean, as usual, this is stock Android. Baba ko yung brightness para makita. This is stock Android, which feels really nice. And it also got updated to Nougat. So I can do split screen multitasking now by pressing the should be after I open something, I should, there you go. So it does support split screen multitasking if I choose an app that does split. This one and go with Twitter. Right, so there you go. I am able to split screen multitask, which is very, very helpful. As you can see, the navigation buttons are on screen. May fingerprint scanner dito, which is not part of the navigation buttons. That's not a pressable button right there. That's a fingerprint scanner. So may konting adjustment period to learn the interface, because you normally want to press this for home, but ang maganda naman sa kanya, if the displays, for example, if you're like on your camera, right? Wait, anong maganda? Let's go with something full screen. What's a full screen? Go with photos. No, let's go with YouTube na lang talaga. Right, so let's say I'm watching YouTube. I go full screen, right? I can press the doesn't work here then. Whatever then. Sometimes kasi I just press this to trigger the capacitive buttons to show up. Right now, I mean, it seems like. But as you can see, the interface is very fast. 60 FPS when it's not overheating. It's just when it overheats, then we have major, super huge problems. It's typically when the temperature reaches around 49, 47, 49, 50 degrees. And right now we're at 34 degrees. I'm not gonna play NBA now, but maano talaga, it's really very, very super lag pag nag-overheat na siya when it reaches 49. And like I said, it's basically after playing 5 minutes of NBA, super mega lag na siya after about 5 minutes of NBA. That is, like I said, symptomatic of the processor that they picked, which is Snapdragon 617. If they had a different processor in this, imagine this is what, 3 gigs of RAM, 16 megapixel, 5 megapixel front. The speakers are in front, which is really nice. The fingerprint is very fast, and the design and the build quality is very, very good as well. The battery life is average because of the Snapdragon 615. Hindi siya masyado nagsusurvive. Like the newer processors right now, which have better, more efficient battery lives. It's dual SIM plus micro SD, so hindi siya hybrid, which is also nice. And I believe it's also nano-coated for water resistance, but not super water resistant. Just water repellent nano-coat. And yeah, I mean, fuck, it's such a good phone except for the processor. Nice build, 1080p display. The display is really nice. The Motorola features that they've added is nice as well. It has its sort of own ambient display, but it's, yeah, like this. So as you can see, meron siyang what do you call this? It's their own Moto display, but a slightly different version. And overall, it's a good phone, but it's just sad that they're using a 2015 processor and really killed it really killed it in a bad way, that they're using such an old processor that overheats within 5 minutes. If you don't game on this, go ahead, perfectly fine. If you don't want to record video, go ahead, perfectly fine phone. But if you do any gaming for more than 5 minutes or record video for more than 5 minutes, then you will be experiencing the lag city, the super lag, the extreme huge amounts of lag. All right, that's all I got to say about it. And then we'll end the show. I'll just move the camera and the webcam, the microphone over to the main setup, and I'll read some comments before we finish the show. Okay, munti ko na mabunot yung microphone. A bad thing. Microphone. Just getting the microphone back in. O yung voice recognition. Walang voice recognition si Moto G4 Plus, tinanggal nila. it's only using Google's Moto, Google Now. Wala siyang Moto Doggy or anything like that. Okay. Webcam. Headphones. All right. Mag-aalauna na. We're almost at 3 hours, and that's a long show. That's what was. That would put the end to this long show, which honestly I'm not super happy about. I hope things are. I hope people are learning. Ano pala monitor mo ngayon na 4K? I use a Sony X8000D. Sorry, X8000D din sa Pilipinas if I'm not mistaken. Here's what I use. The 43-inch version. Don't get the 49. Because the 49 uses IPS, the 43-inch uses VA, and VA is much better when it comes to performance. Performance, not color representation and whatnot. But VA is still very good. Like, honestly, don't even compare VA to IPS when it comes to 4K HDR content. So you want to get the 43-inch if you want, and it's 32,000 only. Don't refer to the price here, which is 43,000. That's super exorbitant. Go to a reasonable dealer; they'll sell it to you for 32,000 pesos. Obviously, there are more affordable versions of the X8 or 4K TVs, which I already discussed before. But this is the best one you can get around the 40-inch size because of the HDR capabilities na hindi kaya nung iba. And it's Android TV, so you can install a lot of apps from Android's ecosystem, which is nice. Okay. Fuck. I gotta apologize talaga to Rainer Lizada is the guy who asked, I'm pretty sure, kasi siya yung hindi madalas sa show because he does have to work every Saturday night. I'm sorry for being triggered. This is something I'm very passionate about, and I'm really, sometimes I really get annoyed pagka, something you're passionate about gets like sort of seemingly ignored. Seemingly walang nangyayari sa mundo. It's like Benj. Like talking to Benj. And I know Benj is making great strides in trying to improve himself and not asking me for if fucking Android 1G1 has LTE when I have a 15 fucking minute video of the fucking Android 1G1 on my channel for months then. For fucking months. You're basically like a fucking... Look at this, it's 20 fucking minutes. You couldn't watch the video and still have to ask. It's a good thing Benj knows that he's fucking fucked up, but di kaya okay lang kasi mostly ganun ang buhay. I mean, yeah, but it's also not politically correct, and I wanted to put on a good show for today. I wanted to talk about the MSI and its positives, its negatives. Wanted to discuss it thoroughly, what I think about it, what I think who is for. Obviously, hindi naman tayo yung target market. I might be the target market if I really wanted to, but maybe not. I'm a Surface Pro kind of guy. I like my Surface Pro 4. I create content on the Surface Pro 4, and I play games on the Surface Pro 4. Not hardcore. I play the high-end games on my desktop. I'm a desktop guy because I like the big keyboards. I like the mechanical clicky keyboards and the big mouse pads. I can't play like that when I'm on a laptop. And when I'm on a laptop, the screen is so fucking small, I can't really play, right? Laking desktop ako, laking monitor. I like the big monitors. I like, ang pinanggalingan ko kasi is home entertainment. I'm a big home entertainment geek. Before I was a gamer, then I became a home entertainment geek. and nag-combine sila to just, I want 4K, I want high definition, I want big screens, I want 5.1 surround. That's what I want. And then, games. So you'll notice that I'm not so much a competitive gamer for the most part. I'm more of a experiential gamer. I guess yun ang tama na yun. That's a good term for it. And that's why I'm moving up to 4K gaming with the 1080 Ti and the 4K HDR TV. Anong sabi ni siya ulit? Sino bang ano? Sino ba nandyan? Sino nagko-chat? Wala naman shit. I'm not happy with how this BTS turned out. I mean, I know in terms of being right, I can consider myself as being in the right to be angry. But also I'm not happy because I could have handled it much better, but I just can't. So yeah, we'll end this on a sort of note, but I'll once nakausap ko si Rainer, I'm sure we'll be fine again, and everything will be okay. We'll be back to the regular BTS, and I had fun. Si Vincent was I like the new guesting system that we have. I'll just randomly call people on Skype where tatanungin ko sila, hey, if you're available, be on Skype, and I'll just randomly call you, and it looks like it'll work. So yeah. I will be putting my Surface Pro 1 back into the wherever walang kung ano saang impyerno ko siya kailangan ilagay. Turning off all my lights and setup ng webcam and all that. And I will prepare for more content this coming week because I need to basically finish up the review of the MSI, the Moto G4, and the Lenovo, the Zenfone 3 Zoom, which hindi ko pa natatapos, but expect those reviews this week soon. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about the rage or the whatever. And Norms for sticking around. And shit, ang dami nangyari this show that I don't even remember. I mean, remember when we were flooded by people on YouTube, mga live stream people watching. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next time ulit, I'll try to be nicer next time, I guess. I don't know. Fuck me. Bye-bye. See you guys next time.